welcoming you here to the brewery in the heart of London for tonight's British Academy Television Craft Awards. I'm going to be here on the red carpet meeting the presenters and nominees, but only some of them will be lucky enough to take home their very own BAFTA mask. BAFTA Craft, welcome.
Yes, thank you. I'm very excited.
I'm very excited about tonight. This is always one of the great nights of the year, and I am delighted that they forgot to think of anyone else to host and have asked me back.
It said black tie on the invite.
Did it?
How important is it for people to be recognised for the people who do, you know, to us, the hard work?
Oh, it's so important. If all these people weren't nominated, there wouldn't be any programmes, so I guess kind of imperative.
It's great that everybody's getting the recognition, but who's behind the camera, that's amazing.
It's such a great celebration for the people that we might not get to see and hear about.
And then when we look at it back and go, oh, that looks pretty cool. Oh, thanks for making me look good.
A room full of people who are incredibly talented, because they're all the people who make the television.
I really enjoy the people who work behind the scenes. Like, they're usually the funniest people, aren't they? They've got the banter.
How are you feeling about being here at BAFTA Craft?
It's lovely to be at the Craft Awards, yeah, fantastic.
My drama school's just across the road, Guildhall, so I was used to looking here and see people looking fancy, and I can't believe I'm with them.
I can't believe I'm here, and neither can anybody else, because they're all going, A, who is he, and B, why is he not in black tie?
Ah, a dress with pockets is the dream.
Yes, I know. Keep my phone in there, lip gloss. I'm calmer than I thought I would be right now. Not sure what's going on. There'll be no violence. It's going to be fine. My hands will remain in my pockets.
Thrilled to be nominated, that's amazing. But am I nervous? No.
I know that they have spares though, because we used one for the rehearsal that said rehearsal BAFTA on the back of it, so that's what I've got my eye on.
Any television moments that stand out, any favourites? Because it's been a pretty epic year for TV, right?
On the spot. Well, I love James Norton in Grantchester.
This is England 90. I really love football.
I loved Hunderby.
Chewing gum, Happy Valley is my favourite.
As the guests begin to take their seats, the tension is definitely rising. I'll be backstage bringing you all the exclusive interviews with the winners as they come off stage holding their very own BAFTA masks. Let the awards begin.
Is it time?
I'm afraid so.
I can't believe it. Is the axe sharp? I have a massive neck.
I'll check.
And no word from Damian Lewis?
Oh, actually, there was one thing.
Yes?
He loves you in episodes.
Ah, that's really sweet of him.
But the sentence stands.
Bastard. What about Mark Rylance?
Oh, I don't think he's seen episodes.
No, about the beheading.
He did say something.
Yes?
But it was quite difficult to understand.
Yes, he does mumble. It's part of his magic.
Also, it was very dark.
It is dark in here.
Would you like me to bring you another candle?
No. The last thing this show needs is another sodding candle. It's like a diptyque showroom in here. Unless it's a scented candle. My lady-in-waiting obviously couldn't wait.
Sorry.
What about the others?
What others?
Well, all those wonderful British character actors. Did one of them send word? What about my Lord Chessington?
Which one's that?
I don't know. He's got a hat and a feather. They all look the same.
Look, I'm sorry. We've already delayed too long.
No, wait, please. Don't kill me. There must be something I can do. Let me prove my worth. What can I do?
How about controller of BBC Drama?
Don't be ridiculous. I'd be the only person left in the building.
Would you consider presenting the BAFTAs?
Film?
Craft. It's at the brewery.
Ooh.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host, Stephen Mangan.
Hello. A very warm welcome to the British Academy Television Craft Awards in 2016. Awards which recognise and celebrate the skills of British television talent. Our television is lauded and admired the world over, and not just for Help My Dog's As Fat As Me. Tonight is our opportunity to pay tribute to the outstanding talent and expertise we have in this country and to honour those individuals whose work stands out in an already impressive field. So leave your worries at the door. This is the Craft BAFTAs. I know some other BAFTA ceremonies this year have attracted controversy. Let me reassure you, I won't be criticising anyone's appearance. Can I say, ladies, that none of you here tonight look like bag ladies? A couple of you look like prostitutes, but that is something I would never mention. My old grandmother used to say, if you want to take the nation's fucking temperature, look at its shitting television. She had Tourette's, but in her own sweary way, she was right. So what does last year's television tell us about ourselves? Well, the success of Poldark tells us we like hairy men doing a bit of vigorous scything. London Spy tells us to be careful who you pick up on Grindr. And Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell tells us that Mark Warren should play Dame Edith Evans in the biopic. Leading the field this year with 6 nominations, Wolf Hall. Yes. It had an amazing critical reception, but caused a bit of controversy among historians. David Starkey had some harsh things to say about it on the interview on the BBC, but I was too busy shouting, "Shut up, you tit," at the television to hear what any of them were. Some of the most keenly anticipated awards we're handing out tonight are for writers. In the comedy category, 3 of the 4 nominations this year are for writer-performers. They write amazing parts and then perform them themselves. Thanks a bunch. So I'm pleased to see 1 nomination going to writers who know their place. Congratulations, Sam Bain and Jesse Armstrong. I hope you win. They are nominated, of course, for writing Peep Show. This year marked the final and 9th series of the much-loved show. It's not the only show we say goodbye to this year. Downton Abbey took its final bow. Who can forget that explosive final episode? The answer is everyone. And now Julian Fellowes' new series. Julian Fellowes' new series is coming out as an app. What a good idea. I think I'll take a nap while watching it. It's all kicking off on Top Gear. The new hosts have been announced as Sabine Schmitz, Chris Harris, Eddie Jordan, Rory Reid, Chris Evans and Matt LeBlanc. A glittering lineup which reads like a who. Oh yes, I know those last 2 of show business. The Entertainment Craft Team Award features some big shows, some of the big cats of the TV jungle, A League of Their Own, The Apprentice, Strictly Come Dancing, concentrating hard at the back, and The Sound of Music Live. Congratulations, that last one was a huge hit. It was a brilliant premise, combining live television with theatre to create something absolutely new. Live theatre. Whatever will they think of next? In photography Factual, I noticed the children who beat Ebola. Well, there's one going strong. The children who beat Ebola are up against Big Cats and Amazing Animal Family. Where else but the BAFTAs would you find such a contest? The children against the cats. Who will win? I put £25 on the kids. Well, they beat Ebola. Also tonight, I would like to announce tonight's quiz. The question is, what do Danny Cohen, Ben Stevenson, Polly Hill, Peter Salmon, Wendy Dark, Kim Schillinglaw, Janice Hadlow, Alan Yentob, and The Voice all have in common? If you know the answer, please send an email to Tony Hall at the BBC, who's desperate to know. The prize is a 4-day contract at Broadcasting House. Who would have thought aggressively reducing the money available to the BBC would have an impact on their ability to function? I imagine the Tories are profoundly shocked. So good luck to all our nominees tonight, and remember, this is a night for us to enjoy ourselves. It is not the British Comedy Awards. Finally, and this is something from my own personal experience, and I say it every year, please don't fret over winning or losing. You really don't need an award to validate yourself as a human being. Not winning an award doesn't make you a bad person, okay? Just means you're not very good at your job. So the first award tonight is for Breakthrough Talent, sponsored by Sara, Putt Associates. Yesterday, our nominees were rooting through the bins on Dean Street. Tomorrow, one of them will be sipping Mai Tais on Stephen Moffat's super yacht. To present the award, please welcome someone who's already broken through. From Indian Summers, please welcome Aisha Kala.
The Breakthrough Talent Award recognises the bright future of British television, the young artist making waves in the industry today. Each of these nominees proves that many of the people in this room will soon be replaced by younger, better-looking versions of themselves. The nominees are
Breakthrough Talent.
Without you, we are nothing but sinners. Thank you for unity. Yes, Lord. Thank you, Jesus.
Michaela Cole, Chewing Gum.
My mum was going to name me Alyssa, which means sweet angel in Indian. But when I came out, she looked at me and she called me Tracy. Tracy. I mean, it sounds like I eat bacon sarnies or have sex at the back of the bus. I don't eat pork, man. And I don't even want to have sex with my boyfriend in a bedroom. Excuse me, I'm trying to pray with my life partner, so.
Guillaume Morales, inside number 9, The 12 Days of Christine.
I'm sorry. I pray. I go to the mosque every week. I fast during Ramadan. I finished the Quran.
Marcus Plowright, Muslim drag queens.
I am a very good Muslim. Some people say that stripping off a burqa isn't the right way forward, but what I would say to that is, what's the alternative?
I didn't have sex with my team last night.
Why? Was she on her period or were you on yours?
DC Moore, not safe for work.
Very witty. Well done.
Anthony, you fucked me in a train carriage and then went off to stay with her.
I didn't fuck you. You fucked me, if anything.
You know full fucking well we both fucked each other. Because I didn't fuck myself in that train carriage, did I?
Are we done? Yes, Minister.
And the BAFTA goes to Michaela Cole for Chewing Gum.
thank you very much. Yeah, I guess I'd probably take this time to urge anyone from an ethnic minority background, women, people deemed as otherwise disabled, to get into behind the camera, not just in front of it, to start writing your stories if you want them to be told. Set design, you know, do everything. Thanks.
Congratulations, Michaela. The Breakthrough Talent Award is just one of the ways BAFTA celebrates and supports new talent coming into our industries. BAFTA are currently taking applications for their 2016 Breakthrough Brit scheme. So if you're currently working with a star of the future in any role, please do go to the BAFTA website for more information. Next up, we have the Editing Awards for both factual and fiction. To present them tonight, two very funny actors currently starring in Raised by Wolves, Alexa Davis and Helen Monks.
Try not to bank on that very funny thing, okay? Nobody spends more time chained to a screen on any project than the editors.
And nobody has a better sense of how weird people's nostrils look from certain angles.
So, the nominees, different film. The nominees for editing in a factual programme are...
Editing Factual.
Suite à la tuerie, ils sont sortis sans paniquer. Leur véhicule était garé là, ici, là, où je me trouve, là. Il y avait leur véhicule. Et on le voit très bien sur une vidéo, il y avait des personnes réfugiées sur le toit, et il y a une personne qui a filmé ce qui s'est passé.
James Clarkson Lyon, Charlie Hebdo, 3 Days That Shook Paris.
With little light, there is a lot less colour, but this is still a very magical pace.
Dominic Lester, Great Barrier Reef with David Attenborough.
Ah, there's something, my first fish.
Our submersible will eventually take us to depths of 300 meters. Now we're only 30 meters down, but that's exciting enough for a start.
I don't think he thinks about consequences.
He's got links to the Blood Gang. He's also known as Spa and Shax.
Ben Brown, The Murder Detectives.
But also don't forget we're not sure about the timings on
I know,
that, are we?
yeah, I know. If it's a live phone, it will be easier to work out.
He has got previous been involved with knives.
Yeah.
So he's definitely good for this sort of action.
Yeah. He's dangerous.
Yes, exactly.
Dangerous man. Need to find him.
I asked him how he got into Somalia, and he said, in a car, hiding, covered with a blanket.
Simon McMahon, My Son the Jihadi.
I said to him that I can't wait to meet Allah, and he's told me I'll never meet Allah because I'm going to burn in hell. There's like two sides of him. There's my son, and then there's this other person he's become.
And the BAFTA goes to Ben Brown for The Murder Detectives.
Blimey. I'm normally the guy at the back, so this is odd. Thank you very much, BAFTA. I'm holding this because of obviously tragic circumstances of the death of a 19-year-old guy. So I'd like to thank the people who allowed the story to be told in hopefully the right way. I'd like to thank Amy Flanagan and David Glover at Channel 4. I'd like to thank Neil Grant at Films of Record. and I'd like to thank our tireless producer, Bart Korp, and David Nath, who had a brilliant vision for the series and made it what it was. I'd also like to personally thank Steve Barclay, who I assisted 18 years ago, and there is absolutely zero chance I'd be stood here today if he hadn't given me a chance to assist him. So thanks, Steve. Thanks, BAFTA. Thank you.
The second editing award is for editing fiction. You don't get taught compelling drama without taught compelling editing, which is taught and compelling. That's too many taughts and compellings. We'll fix it in post. The nominees are...
Editing fiction. Alex Mackey, An Inspector Calls. Daniel Greenway, Humans.
Are we on? Can you get out?
Yes, I'll be at the rendezvous in an hour.
We're on our way. Be careful.
You too.
Victoria Boydell, London Spy.
I know you'll never forget. But I promise you I will spend the rest of my life trying to earn your forgiveness.
Matthew Gray, This Is England 90.
But I just want you to know, from the bottom of my heart, I'm so sorry.
David Blackmore, Wolf Hall.
And the BAFTA goes to David Blackmore for Wolf Hall.
Well, I've been in this business for quite a long time, and this is the first time I've won an award, so this is really very special. But none of my work on Wolf Hall would have been possible without the contribution of a lot of other very talented people, and there's a bunch of them over at the table over there. So thank you to all of them, and thank you in particular to director Peter Kosminski, who's been very loyal to me over 15 years. This was the 5th project that we've done together. And finally, thank you to my wife and family back home who have kept me going all over the years. Thank you very much.
Now the award for special visual and graphic effects. One day these guys will be so powerful there'll be no need for actors as they computer-generate perfectly rendered copies of Olivia Colman over and over again. But for now, let's pretend we're not terrified of them by welcoming to the stage star of Da Vinci's Demons, Kieran Bew.
The talent, skill, and technological ability to combine visual effects and live action footage allows storytellers to stretch their imaginations further than ever before. It is an art form that continues to astound and inspire. And because of them, we can all dream a little bigger. Tonight's nominees are
Special visual and graphic effects. Milk VFX, Millennium FX, Real SFX, Molinaire, Doctor Who.
Nobody dies here, not one person, not one of my friends. Do you understand?
Davros, creator of the Daleks, Dark Lord of Skaro, is dying.
Blue Bolt, The Last Kingdom.
Sonny, doesn't get much better than this.
That's what scares me.
I don't understand.
I know.
DNEG TV, Chris Rogers, Fungus the Bogeyman.
You are the noxious grime between my buttocks. You are the stinking canker beneath my...
How long can we go on pretending? Dad. I'm tri-curious. That's right, your son is the daisy sniffer. What are they going to say to that down the King Bogius?
Milk VFX, Jonathan Strange and Mr. Gnarl.
And the BAFTA goes to Milk VFX for Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell.
Thank you very much to BAFTA for that. Occasionally, something comes along in your life that you're absolutely passionate about, and it marries with your work, and you get to work on something you're passionate about, and it's just a joy from start to finish. And Jonathan Strange was a work of passion. It took a long time. It was quite tough. And I have to say thank you very much indeed to the producer, Nick Hirschhorn, to the writer, Peter Harness, and to the director of 7 Hours of Television, Toby Haynes, for the very, very amazing way they created a lovely environment for everyone to do some great work, for every head of department as well. No one wanted to let each other down on that project, and I thank Susanna Clark for an amazing book, and Eddie Marsden and Bertie Carville for amazing performances, along with the rest of the ensemble cast. And I'm going to hand over to JC to thank some of the crew who worked really hard on it. But thank you very much. We're absolutely chuffed. Thanks very much indeed.
Thank you very much. I mean, we can't do this without the team behind us. There's a good 60 people who work on this show, so I would like to thank them all individually. So thank you very much to all the guys. I've got a list here. Are you ready? No, I don't. This is to everyone at Milk Visual Effects, so thank you very much. Oh, and well done to Palace for winning today.
Next, the BAFTA for Original Music. Television and music go together like sickness and diarrhea. To present, that's beautiful, isn't it? To present this award, please welcome BBC Six Music's breakfast wunderkid, the very funny Sean Keaveney.
Sickness and diarrhea. It's not a tan, it's my liver. Yesterday was the 400th anniversary of the death of the world's greatest playwright, William Shakespeare. One of his most famous lines, of course, was, "If music be the food of love, play on." I've never really got that one, to be honest. What about, "If music be the food of love, piano on toast"? Better, isn't it? That makes more sense. See, even Shakespeare can be improved upon. Unlike the perfect music scores in our next category, original music. The nominees are...
Original music. Ben Foster, Nick Foster, Thunderbirds Are Go. Oliver Arnold's Broadchurch. Dudley, Poldark.
Practice your steps. I claim first dance of the ball.
Stephen Price, The Hunt.
Brilliant. And the award goes to, I've said that wrong, and hang on. And the BAFTA is awarded to Stephen Price for The Hunt.
Thank you very much indeed. I've always been a huge fan of these shows, so it's a massive honour to be asked to write music for The Hunt. And I'm really proud of the work we all did together. Thank you to Alistair Fothergill and Hugh Cordy for inviting me to put music to these amazing images and stories, all put together by a team of the most dedicated and inspirational people. A lot of them are on table 36, so thank you very much indeed. Thank you to the BBC Concert Orchestra and all the soloists, and friends and colleagues who came together to help me put the music together. And most of all, thanks to my wife, Gemma, and our lovely kids, Amy and Eva, for putting up with me working so hard. Thank you very much. Cheers.
It's Director Multi-Camera, sponsored by London Studios Next. To present this award, please welcome an actress BAFTA nominated for her role in Glue, Charlotte Spencer.
Okay. Coordinating multiple cameras at once is as perilous and difficult as herding cats, and takes a rare type of person, someone who can be thinking 10 moves ahead and yet still react in the moment with lightning reflexes when the unexpected happens. Tonight's nominees are...
Director, Multi-Camera.
Doe, a deer, a female deer. Ray, a drop of golden sun.
Cokie Giedroyc, Richard Valentine. The Sound of Music live.
A long way to run. So that needle pulling thread. Love, a note to follow. So tea, a drink with jam and bread. That will bring us back to dough. Don't bring me across a bloody dough. So
That's a big mistake! You stupid, stupid girl! You stupid girl!
John Anderson, Coronation Street.
Mitchell offering himself, and that's been lost forward. And now Smith got Barrett for support. Barrett will chase after this. Barrett's the quickest.
John Watts, Rugby World Cup Final, New Zealand versus Australia.
And it will be New Zealand again. They weathered a golden storm, and they're now minutes away from lifting gold again.
Chris Power, Anton Deck's Saturday Night Takeaway.
BAFTA goes to Cokie Giedroyc and Richard Valentine for The Sound of Music Live.
I wish I'd won this BAFTA when I didn't have to write everything down on a piece of paper. Sorry, guys. This was an incredible project, wasn't it?
Fantastic.
It was insane, wonderful, and hugely ambitious. I think, Maggie, we were making breakfast for 225 people, something like that, 230, and I'd love to thank every single one of them. This BAFTA is for them.
It is.
Thank you to my partner in crime, Richard Valentine. Without you, I couldn't have done any of my work. Thanks to Peter Fincham, Lee Connolly, Elaine Bedell, Victoria Fee at ITV for championing the project. Thank you to Andre Toshinsky, David Grindrod for being musical theatre royalty. Fiona Clark, Maggie Price for steering the huge ship. And the brilliant Martin Koch and Nicola Traherne for the dances and the music. Our incredible cast, Cara Toynton, Julian Ovenden, Xander Armstrong, Kate Kelly, Maria Friedman, and those remarkable kids. They were amazing. To all the crew, every single one of you, and your awesome teams. To my family, Tom, Zig, Stan and Rosebud. And to my brilliant agent, Jess Sykes, who's here tonight. And I've wanted to say thank you to her for years, 10 years. So thank you, Jess.
Can I just say a few thanks to a few people as well? You never do a show like this without so much talent to hand. And I just, if you bear with me, just to thank a few people. Kevin Duff and his sound team, brilliant job. Nat Hill, who was the camera supervisor, and his team, with special thanks to the 3 Steadicam operators on the job, who were Martin Porter, Curtis Doon, and Mikey Scott. Roger Dempster and his team, the wonderful, brilliant vision mixer, Hilary Briegel, and my script supervisors who worked their heart off, Michelle Arnold, Sandra Plomy, and Belinda Langford. And Koki was brilliant. Thank you very much.
Wasn't it?
Thank you.
Thanks.
Next up, we have Titles and Graphic Identity. To introduce this award, please welcome from Banana and Cucumber, Letitia Wright.
Good evening, guys. The nominees for Title and Graphic Identity have all shown the originality and wit that is the hallmark of a lovingly well-crafted production. The nominees are
Titles and Graphic Identity. Nick Benz, Miki Kato, Luther.
Like a flame. She will love you like a fly.
Baby, come to me, straight into my arms.
Mamako, Fortitude.
I tried to caress it, but it ran through my fingers. Water will keep running, rivers will turn. Water will keep running, and rivers will turn.
Wish me good luck. I'm off to Successville.
Edward Tracy, Murder in Successville.
Welcome to Successville, a town full of celebrities. Sometimes the famous faces who live here break the law. And when they do, I'm here to take them down. I'm D.I. Sleet. The D is for detective, not Deborah. Because there's no such thing as a Deborah Inspector. I eat crime. I drink justice.
Paul McDonnell, Ben Hanbury, Hugo Moss, The Last Kingdom.
And the BAFTA goes to Momoko, The Fortitude.
Thank you so much. It's such an honor. I just wanted to say thanks to Matthew Bird, Patrick Spence, Tiger Aspect, Frith Tip Lady, and I just wanted to thank God for all the Matthew Bird, yeah, thank God for all incredible opportunities we've had and wonderful people we've worked with over the past 16 years. Thanks so much. Bye.
Sound factual now. Time was recording people's conversations meant you were a member of the Stasi or a tabloid reporter. Now you get a BAFTA. Here to present the award, please welcome from Stan Lee's lucky man, Jing Lucy.
The sound department are undoubtedly one of the most important facets of any production. And they know it. Without their ability to create a soundscape and capture dialogue, we actors would be nothing more than overpaid face pullers, also known as models. The nominations for tonight's award are
Sound Factual.
The left turn off Whitehall through the tilt yard.
Andy James, Andy Payne, Andy Groves, Julian Pasqua. VE Day 70. The nation remembers. Matt Skilton, Mike Hatch, Tony Burke, La Traviata, Love, Death, and Divas.
It's a substantial operation, but finally we're ready to get underway.
John Rogerson, Richard Addis, Ryan Twyman, Freddie Clare. Great Barrier Reef with David Attenborough. Daniel Jones, Gareth Malone, Conrad Fletcher, Matt Wood. The Naked Choir with Gareth Malone.
And the BAFTA goes to Andy James, Andy Payne, Andy Groves, and Julian Pasqua for VE Day 70, The Nation Remembers.
Wow, this is fantastic. Thank you very much to BAFTA on behalf of a fantastic sound team that got together in a few sunny days last May. It was a privilege to work on such a fantastic program that meant so much to the people that participated in it. It's a privilege for us. We know how lucky we are to work on it, so thank you especially to the BBC. This is still the sort of event that they do best, I think. So thank you to our friends at BBC Events, to Claire Popplewell, Rasheen Archer, and particularly Peter Taylor, who's not here tonight. Without them, we wouldn't be able to show what we can do. So thank you very much.
Well, thank you again. I would just like to say that it's a really wonderful thing about public service broadcasting that we can do this stuff, and that's what it really stands for, the BBC. So we're very privileged and very proud and very honoured to be part of that. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll now take a few moments to remember those friends and colleagues whom we've lost in the last year. Next up, we have costume design, sponsored by Mad Dog Casting. To introduce this award, please welcome Human's Emily Berrington.
For tonight's nominees, hours of painstaking work went into the research and construction of hundreds of historically accurate costumes. This award recognises every bodice laced and every bonnet sewn. The nominees are...
Costume design.
My husband will hear of this.
There is no husband. Nothing more.
Barbara Kidd, Jonathan Strange and Mr. Gnarl.
cast my vengeance on you both, that all the world shall ever do such things, what they are yet, I know not, but they shall be the terrors of the earth.
Fatini Dimmu, the dresser.
You think I'll weep? No, I'll not weep. I have full cause of weeping, but this heart shall break into 100,000 flaws, or ere I'll weep.
Marianne Ayatoft, Poldark. Joanna Eatwell, Wolf Hall.
BAFTA goes to Fatini Dimmu for the dresser.
Goodness, I didn't expect this at all. In fact, I dressed up not to get this at all. Thank you to Richard Eyre, who gave me the opportunity. Thank you to the two giants of actors, Ian McKellen and Anthony Hopkins, my amazing team, my supervisor, Ann Taylor, Playground Productions, Colin Callender, Susan Harrison, Sonia Friedman, and my beloved Billy, Richard McCabe, who stood by me for years now. Through all this, thank you.
So tempted to keep it. Production design now. Production designers transport us to countless vivid and magical worlds. Well, they're usually just Victorian London. To present this award, please welcome Poldark's Eleanor Tomlinson.
Production designers start with a blank piece of paper and end up with a brand new, inhabitable reality. In short, they give actor and audience alike a world to believe in. Tonight's nominees are
Production design.
So nobody knows whether he's a good sheriff or a bad sheriff.
Henry? Drinking yourself to death?
Join me.
Gemma Jackson, Fortitude.
You want me to throw this lot out?
And leave him.
Are we gonna talk, Henry?
Michael Ralph, Dickensian.
that society demands. They be fed, clothed, and put to work. So, fed...
Daisy, take these back up to Mr. Pickwick and his guests, will you? Quick as you like.
Janie Levick. This is England 90.
Give me back my wife. She is gone.
Disenchant her! David Roger, Jonathan Strange, and Mr. Norrell.
I have already given you what you asked for. Now I will claim what is mine.
And the BAFTA goes to David Roger for Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell.
Well, thank you so much. As my colleagues in Milk said, this was a very special project. It took about a year of our lives. And I'd like to thank our producer, Nick Kirschgorn, who found the book, got it off the ground. And I think he was there every day in prep, looking for locations, every day of filming, keeping us happy and stopping us leaving. I didn't mean that negatively. Had loads and loads of art departments in Yorkshire, Croatia, Canada, and it was a very, very happy team. I just mentioned my set decorator, Jo Kornstein, who's worked with me for many years, and in everything I've done, she's always been a true collaborator, and we do it together. Thank you.
Next up, the award for digital creativity. When I was a boy, digital creativity was writing boobs on your calculator. Now it's something altogether more advanced, I'm told. To present, please welcome W1A's Hugh Skinner.
The nominees for this year's Digital Creativity Award have all made innovative use of the internet and social media to push the boundaries of what it means to watch television. The nominees for Digital Creativity are...
Digital creativity.
When it comes to choosing who does the Bush Tucker trials, you're going to need the I'm a Celebrity app.
Here's TV's Ant and Dec to tell you more.
Ooh.
I'm a Celebrity, get me out of here.
Download the I'm a Celebrity app and you can vote for free to decide who faces the next Bush Tucker trial.
But that's not all. During the show, you can predict how our campmates will do in challenges.
Take part in live polls and quizzes and catch up with all the latest jungle news.
Download the app for free for your tablet or smartphone now.
The last hours of Laura Kay.
It's my birthday. Happy birthday!
To promote the show, Channel 4 created a marketing campaign around fictional brand Persona Synthetics, announcing that synthetic humans were now available to buy.
Humans.
The illusion. We made the bold decision to remove all Channel 4 branding. It started with a TV ad.
Meet Sally.
Hello.
What can I do for you today?
We then launched their flagship store in Regent Street and announced the arrival using print ads across Lifestyle London Press. Using Microsoft's Kinect technology, passers-by were followed by our 3D synths and beckoned over for an interactive product demo.
2 billion miles gives you 5 possible starting points that lead on into hundreds of potential journeys. You might be fleeing persecution in Eritrea or northern Iraq.
2 billion miles.
Leaving Nigeria, or a victim of the civil war in Syria. The interactive video story includes over 50 pieces of original material from 2 years of on-the-ground reporting spanning 3 continents and 21 countries.
And the BAFTA goes to Humans.
We weren't prepared because we didn't think we were going to win. Do you want to say something?
Yeah, I'll say something. Yeah, like Lo was saying, wasn't expecting to win really, and a bit of a surprise. I wouldn't have got quite so pissed if I thought I had to come up and do a speech.
Yes.
But very quickly, this was a really good lesson. We had Humans was a great idea. It was a really good program, great script from the off, and we got involved very early on with Channel 4 and lots of our kind of media partners and everything. And Channel 4 was great, and we were kind of guardians of a really good idea that we really loved and we all fell in love with, and we kept it all together, and it worked, and we put bums on seats, and I think Humans expected to get a 2 million audience, and we got 6 million. So what can I say? Thank you very much.
I just want to quickly thank some of our partners. So Channel 4 Marketing, obviously. OMD, Rocket, Supernatural, John Bezalel, we give you our love and prayers because he couldn't be here tonight, unfortunately. And there's so many, I've probably forgotten loads already because my heart's beating too fast.
Especially
Lauren
Ward,
Holness
who's
as well.
sitting over
Lauren
there.
Ward from Channel 4 Marketing. Thank you so much. Thank you very much.
And also, sorry, one last thing. Channel 4 for being...
We're hogging it now.
And sorry, Channel 4 for being a very special beast where marketing, commissioning, drama, in-house agencies can all, instead of having kind of boring meetings that take ages, can just get on a phone and walk upstairs and chat and just discuss ideas without all the kind of boring bureaucracy. And it's a very special thing that should be saved. So very much. Thanks.
Sorry, thanks.
Bye-bye.
Next, photography and lighting, fiction. Please welcome from This Is England and Not Safe for Work, Joe Hartley.
Hello, everybody. Okay, great camera work elevates the mundane to the vital and makes performance, production, and writing come to life. The nominees for photography and lighting fiction are
Photography and lighting, fiction. Laurie Rose, London Spy. John Conroy, Fortitude.
Get out of here! Just go home and leave this all to me! Go!
Is it an arrest?
Good morning, William Brett.
Gavin Finney,
Here if you
Wolf Hall.
Are you up early or down late, sir? Take the girls to bed.
The king is at Greenwich. You're to come now.
Well, then everybody back to bed. King wouldn't invite me to Greenwich in order to arrest me. Doesn't happen that way. What does he want me for?
I really can't enlighten you.
Ian Moss, The Frankenstein Chronicles.
And the BAFTA goes to Laurie Rose for London Spine. Woo!
Wow, that's heavy. This is, I can't, well, this is amazing. Thank you very much. There's quite a few people to thank. Guy Healy and Charlotte Bloxham for having me. Thank you very much. Thank you, working title. Jakob, I'm only here because of Jakob and his belief in me and his courage to go as far as we did, so I'm very proud of that. This is, yeah, I'm very happy. Thank you very much. And mainly my son, who's here, is my wingman tonight, Vincent. Thank you to my wife and my children, my family, for putting up with me and having the patience and love. I wouldn't be here without them. So thank you to them and for my mum and dad. Thank you.
Oh, that was great. Well done to Laurie. Hello to Laurie's son. Sorry about all the swearing earlier. Yeah, disgusting. The nominees for Best Photography Factual have all been part, yes, of an extraordinary documentary work of this year. Stories of hope born from the miseries of Ebola to the private lives of leopards and lions. To present this award, please welcome BBC Breakfast's Ben Thompson.
Good evening. It's a real honour to be here tonight among so much talent, and I'd love to be able to read this to you, but it means I have to stand like this, so I shan't. But the talent in the next category is all too evident, because capturing real life as it happens is a skill that presents so many challenges. Challenges that are quite separate from scripted work, and it requires skills that many people feel that they master, but very few really truly manage to. You also need patience, perseverance, and persistence, often working in some very, very difficult scenarios and environments. So let's take a look at the nominees for Best Photography Factual.
Photography Factual.
Cats. They exist in a dazzling array of shapes.
Pete Haynes, Mark Payne-Gill, Luke Barnett. Big cats, an amazing animal family.
But despite their differences, they all share one thing.
Every cat on the planet,
Every lion, leopard, and even our humble house cat are all part of the same amazing animal family.
They're watching us.
Who are they watching?
All of us.
Why are they watching you?
Because they did not want us to spread the sick to anyone if we have the sick.
Ben Steele, the children who beat Ebola.
Did you have the sickness?
No, I don't have.
And your mom and dad?
They are dead.
I'm sorry.
Andrew Muggleton, handmade metal.
When one dog tires, there's always another member of the team to take up the lead.
Camera team, The Hunt.
The dogs now have the numbers to bring the wildebeest down. Each bite risks a broken jaw, but going for the legs is the only way to stop it.
And a BAFTA goes to the camera team for The Hunt.
Feel like I'm here with my two minders. Obviously, this is for everybody who isn't here tonight. It's a huge crew at Silverback, and we're very grateful to all the men and women. It's really fantastic, and to our families who put up with us never being at home. So, thank you all. It's a real honor. Thank you.
Thank you.
Amazing.
Sound. Sound, it's all around us, it's in us, sometimes it comes out of us. Our next nominees know everything about it, how to trap it and bend it to their will. To present this award, please welcome stars of the A Word, Morven Christie and Lee Ingleby.
Sound's vivid, emotive qualities make it an essential tool in the construction of a great piece of work.
Tonight, we salute some of the real craftsmen. The nominees for Best Sound Fiction are...
Sound Fiction.
Charlie Stoddart's dead.
What?
I'm sounding the bear warning. Keep all the delegates in the building.
Rudy Buckle, Phil Barnes, Blair Jollins, Howard Bargroft, Fortitude.
Search the perimeter of the property. Prints, spur, or blood trail. If you see the bear, shoot to kill.
What about him?
Go. Stay in the back of the car till the officers return.
You think I'm bad at this?
For your own safety.
I'm excited you two are going to meet.
Scott Jones, Robert Brazier, Joseph Stracey, Ian Voight, London spy.
A month or two I could understand. I'm not so old I can't remember what it's like to be smitten. But 8 months listening to you declare how wonderful he is while failing to introduce us feels willful.
Sorry.
A prince on a bridge of a castle, moathead, lay.
Kevin Duff, Andy Deacon, Sally Hesketh, Ben Milton. The Sound of Music live.
Atop the dotehead, lay. Men drinking beer with a foam of loadhead, lay. Oh, ho, lay, oh, ho, lay. Oh, ho, lay.
Now you've got me.
Janet, stop it.
Make you wish you'd never been born.
What's happening?
Adrian Rhodes, Simon Farmer, Jamie Roden, Anthony Bayman, The Enfield Haunting.
I'm right here.
What's your name?
My name is Joe.
Stuart Hilliker, Jim Goddard, Billy Quinn, Tom Dean, Dr. Foster. Sound team, Wolf Hall.
Put your arm down. Put your arm down.
Apportez l'épée.
And the BAFTA goes to Wolf Hall Sound Team.
The prop team have been here. There's a little X where you have to put this. There are a lot of us. It was the most fantastic production I've ever worked on in my life, ever. I recorded it. These guys made it sound fantastic. This is the post team from Lip Sync. We've all agreed that we would like to thank Peter Kosminski for being a director who encourages us to do our work on the set and after the production's finished filming. Peter, this one is for you. We'd also like to thank the BBC for making it possible to make a thing like Wolf Hall. It's been said before, we think the BBC are the best people in the world at making productions like Wolf Hall. And I'd like to thank Sara Putt, my agent, who's believed in me for far too long. Thank you.
Now, it's time for the first of the awards for writing. A few years ago, after writers do what they do best, moaned, these awards were divided into two categories. There's now a BAFTA for those who write comedy and a separate BAFTA for those who can't. Burning bridges all night long. To present the Comedy Award, please welcome from the Job Lot and Miranda, the hilarious Sarah Hadland.
In honour of the late, great Victoria Wood, I'd just like to say... I'd just like to say to everybody here, beat me on the bottom with a Woman's Weekly. Oh, sorry. And the nominees are...
Writer, comedy.
What the hell are you doing?
I'm picking the beans out.
With your disgusting human fingers?
Mashed.
Jesse Armstrong, Sam Bain.
We're getting
Peep Show.
Cooking's all about confidence. I'm just going to mix it all together. I need to go Nigella. I'm going to be the hairy biker.
That's not Nigella. That's not even Ainsley, mate.
How about some lovely filling lettuce?
What are you doing?
I'm improvising.
Good. It's like, whose pasta is it anyway, yeah?
How old are these?
I don't know. They're always good. Eggs, aren't they? Till they hatch.
Are they?
Good morrow. Julia Davis, Barunca O'Shaughnessy, Hunderby.
Congratulations. I've never seen a bonnier clutch of stools.
Yes, my colon feels most supple this morning.
Oh, well, you may not recall all the hours I tarried at that bedside through that sickness. Indeed, there were times when ye pressed me to tarry within that bed.
Dorothy, I was unconscious, not insane.
How did your date go?
Oh,
He wasn't even Japanese.
Writing team, Peter Kay's Car Share.
Oh, no. Where were he from?
Rochdale.
Rochdale?
Yeah, his name wasn't even Simon.
What made you think it was?
Well, he'd shortened it to Si.
Fair enough. Why the Oriental?
Because his username was Jap Si.
Jap Si?
I know.
Jap Si! Jap Si!
Racist.
I'm not being racist.
And it didn't feel cancery.
No, it didn't feel cancery, because you really, sincerely don't have cancer.
Rob Delaney, Sharon Horgan, Catastrophe.
Mistakes all the time. You know, they told my brother when he was 10 that he had polio, but it turns out he was just clumsy.
They probably told another kid he was clumsy and then he died of polio.
Oh, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Yeah, well, you might have to cross that bridge alone because I'll be dead.
That's the spirit.
And the BAFTA goes to Rob Delaney and Sharon Horgan.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, everybody.
I'd like to thank Andy James, Andy Payne, Andy Grove, all the Andys.
Thank you, Sharon. Thank you, Sharon Horgan, for teaching me how to write comedy. I did stand-up, I could tell a joke, but not make a show. Thank you.
Thanks, Rob Delaney, for being the funniest man in the world. And thank you to our... to everyone on our team who made it what it is. Ben Taylor, our director, and Jack Bales, our producer, Steve
Channel
Aykroyd,
4.
Fiona McDermott,
Hi, Phil.
Phil Clark, Neris Evans, Jay Hunt.
Amazing. Thank
Thanks
you so
a
much.
million. I've never been so happy or so desperate to go to the toilet. It's
So
just there,
crazy.
but it felt so far away.
Very far. Thank you, and thank you to our families who put up with us while we do this. So
Yeah.
I thank you to my wonderful wife and my 3
Oh,
sons.
no. Oh, God, me too, then. My family and daughters.
Thank you.
Thank you.
congratulations to them. Great show. Hair and makeup, next. Yes, the true miracle workers of the TV industry. When I arrived here this evening, I was a broken-down husk of a man with a haggard expression of a Soviet border guard. Now I have a light dusting of bronzer. To present this award, please welcome from Sherlock and the A-Word, Vinette Robinson.
Often the first to arrive and the last to leave, makeup and hair design is practiced by some of the most skilled and underappreciated members of any production team. Here are the nominees for Best Makeup and Hair Design.
Makeup and hair design.
Harry Percy was persuaded once to forget his claim. What if he was fixed once?
Yes, but the Cardinal fixed him then, and unfortunately the Cardinal is dead.
Roseanne Samuel, Wolf Hall.
Lady Anne, if the Pope cannot stop you becoming Queen, and I don't think he can, I don't see why Harry Percy should be allowed to stand in your way.
When the time of our disenchantment comes, I will show you the path. Until then, please try to hold some memory of who you
Emily Gautier, Joyce Dean, Jonathan Strange, and Mr. Norrell.
This is the very picture of beauty. To see my two rarest and finest flowers entwined so happily. You know, it is said that in the lands on the far side of hell, they dance a dance of three partners.
Enzo Master Antonio, Nick Dudman, Ferdinando Marola, Penny Dreadful.
Let me hear you sing. What? For he that has the little tiny wit, hail.
Jenny Shearcore, The Dresser.
He that has a little tiny wit.
He that has a little tiny wit with a hey-ho, the wind and the rain, must make content with fortunes fit, for the rain it raineth every day.
All right. Speak it, don't sing it.
And the BAFTA goes to Jenny Shearcore for The Dresser.
Thank you, BAFTA. And like Futini, I'm totally astonished to be here. But anyway, thank you, I'm delighted. As we were saying, makeup first thing in the morning has all its stresses and strains, but thank you to Richard Eyre for inviting me to do this wonderful production. And listening to Sir Ian McKellen, Sir Anthony Hopkins, Eddie Fox, in the morning, during makeup, going down memory lane, telling their stories, was just made this production really very special. And so I thank my team, my very clever team, Hannah Edwards, Sarah Kelly, Claire Pompili, and Sam Denia. And on their behalf, thank you, BAFTA. Thank you.
Right, the second of our Writer Awards is for drama, where 3 BBC shows take on one from Channel 4. And to present it, the fantastic Catherine Parkinson.
So there's a reason the most famous man in the history of storytelling was a writer, Shakespeare. Because no great drama ever got made without a scary genius first putting pen to paper, or at least double-clicking final draft. The nominees are...
Writer, drama.
Madam, nothing here is personal.
Peter Strawn, Wolf Hall.
You think you've grown great. You think you no longer need me, but you've forgotten the most important thing. Crémuel. Those who've been made can be unmade.
I entirely agree.
Don't you touch me!
Russell T. Davies, Cucumber.
I'll go home, okay? You're in my mouth. I'm just gonna go, okay?
Is there something I don't know? Tell them.
Mike Bartlett, Dr. Foster.
Chris, Susie.
Actually, no. You've had 2 years. I'll do it. Susie, you'll notice that Kate looks quite unhappy.
It's okay.
You're a fucking bitch. Bitch is right. And I'm a wolf tonight. You mean you've been... Sorry, Susie, but your daughter's not a little girl anymore. You can ask my husband. He likes blowjobs, apparently. And I'm told she really knows what she's doing. No, there's more. No! Do you want to do it or... Oh, go on then!
You rang, my lord? George Cornelius? You know I am. Come with me, please.
Neil Cross, Luther.
Sorry, mate, who are you again? Police. Which police? The police. I don't care if you'll fucking sting. You lot do not come around here, not for any reason. This is my house. You all know that. Yeah, well, I'm sorry about that, but I'm here now, so I might as well crack on. No, straight up now. What's going on? Who's your governor?
I've got this, Dad.
Look. Come along with me. There we go.
And the BAFTA goes to Russell T. Davies for Cucumber. Well, unfortunately, Russell is unable to be here tonight, so it says here that I will ensure he gets this award. Thank you.
Entertainment Craft Team. Next to present it, please welcome from Hollyoaks and I'm a Celebrity, Georgie Porter.
Sorry, it's okay. The teams behind tonight's nominated shows have worked tirelessly to bring us some of Britain's largest and most popular programmes. The nominees are...
Entertainment Craft Team. The Sound of Music Live. The Apprentice.
No. I'm sick of this negativity thing. You really need to find some baby.
Selena, do not talk over me. I am talking, okay? Do not talk over me, right? Give me a chance to speak.
You need to calm down and stop shouting over people. Having to work with someone like Charlene, who is the most irrational, unprofessional person ever. I mean, she shouldn't be in this process, and I'm amazed that she has any business at all.
Strictly Come Dancing. A league of their own.
And the BAFTA goes to The Sound of Music Live.
How amazing to win an award celebrating teams on a show that involves such huge collaboration. For my part, I'd like to thank my hair and makeup department, Sam Smart, Vincenze Mille, Alex King, and Jane Meyer. Thank you to Koki for the gift of this job. Thank you to Fiona Clark and Maggie and your production team for supporting us so brilliantly. And thank you to my home team, my husband Tim, Lillian, and Elsa.
I'm Edward, I did the clothes. I'd just like to say thank you to my amazing assistant, Johanna Coe, and the incredible team of dressers that made sure it happened on the night at the right time. Adrian Gwillam from Academy Costumes, Bernie Chapman and John Bright from Cosprop for the great clothes, and Axonoff for the jewellery. Koki for letting me join in and championing me as always. Lee Connolly, Fiona Clark, everyone at ITV, Maggie Price, her amazing production team, Amy Roberts for believing in me originally, my agent, the incredible Sylvia Laguno, and Clive for the love and the lucky braces. Thank you.
It's quite a long list. I'd like to thank the beautiful Roger Williams. I'd like to thank Nick Hansen, Andy Bailey, Greg Fitzgerald, Nat Hill, the brilliant Steadicam operators Martin Porter, Curtis Dunn, Mike Scott, operators Nigel Saunders, Rob Mansfield, Dave Evans, Derek Purnell, Giuseppe Ngara, Rob McDonald, Neil McClintock, Tony Keane, Jamie Carroll, Rob Mansfield, Dave Evans, my agents Emma Trounson, Kate Blocks and Rosa Romero, and my own little Von Trapp family, Izzy, B, Tilly and Mimi.
Oh.
Congratulations, Sound of Music Live, and for the tone poem at the end. As the director of a documentary, you're in a unique position to shape the viewer's opinion of your subject, which is why I'm seeking funding for my documentary, Stephen Mangan, Great Actor, or The Greatest Actor. Oh dear. To present this award, please welcome from Channel 4 News, Kathy Newman.
Thank you. So tonight's nominees have achieved that rare alchemy
of tackling often complicated and really uncomfortable subjects and turning them into essential edge-of-the-seat viewing. So the nominees are...
Director, Factual.
I wish I could see Nick. I don't know if I'm gonna get through this, but I would like to get through this and be strong, because it's not easy.
Dave Nath, The Murder Detectives.
This is who I'm saying is our murderer. This man here, I don't know who he is and why he's done it.
Do you mind if I do one more song before I peace out?
Adam Jessel, Professor Green, Suicide and Me.
Like so many others in the UK, I have to live with a dark reality every day. 7 years ago, my dad Peter took his own life, aged just 43. Ever since, I've been tormented by his loss and struggled to face up to it.
Et celui-là, avec des petits cœurs. I kiss you, darling.
Ursula Macfarlane, Charlie Hebdo, 3 Days That Shook Paris.
Faut laisser le temps, peut-être. Je ne sais pas. Pour l'instant, je suis dans un temps qui s'est arrêté.
You're investigating crimes now that carry a life sentence. Murders are easy compared with this.
James Newton, The Detectives.
We live in an age defined by one type of crime.
A man's been charged following a rape in Manchester city centre earlier this
Police
year.
have begun a formal criminal investigation into the Jimmy Savile child abuse allegations.
Grooming, rape.
These crimes carry the harshest sentences, yet have the lowest conviction rates.
And the BAFTA is awarded to Dave Nath for The Murder Detectives.
Thank you very much for this award. Means a lot. I'd like to thank some people who are behind me in trying to back the ambition of this film. Ben Brown, my editor, Amy Flanagan, who's absolutely brilliant in allowing you the freedom as a creative person. She just lets you off the lead. Bart Court, my producer, Neil Grant, executive producer. It's quite difficult accepting this award. It's a brilliant thing that we've achieved, but I can't help thinking about why we've ended up here, and it's through the loss of a 19-year-old boy's life. So Nicholas Robinson was stabbed to death 2 years ago. And another man who's only 18 years old went to prison for 23 years because of his murder. And every week I hear things on the TV and in the newspapers about other people who've lost their sons. I don't know what the answer is. I'm not a politician, I'm not a policeman, I don't know what the answer is to this, but I've got 3 sons of my own, and I shit myself when my 16-year-old is out on a Saturday night, and then when the door closes, all of a sudden it's all right. So I don't know what the answer is to this, but we need to talk about it. Thank you.
It's time now for Director Fiction. Please welcome the star of Getting On, The Thick of It, and No Offence, Joanna Scanlon.
Good evening, everyone. The great Billy Wilder said that a director must be a policeman, a midwife, a psychoanalyst, a sycophant, and a bastard. So these wonderful multitaskers have no doubt by turns cautioned, slapped on the bottom, therapized, kiss-assed, and irregularly fertilized many an actor in order to enrapture British TV lovers. Let's have a look at the results.
Director Fiction.
We thought if you saw where we lived, you might try to extort us.
Why do you think I would want your money?
Because you have none. You want an apology? I gave you an explanation.
You, I believe.
Jacob Verbruggen, London spy.
My name is Charles. My name is Francis. My son's name was Alistair. Your name, Daniel, we read in the paper. My staff, you met.
Where's she taking my stuff?
Well, surely you're going to spend the night.
And I will be there for you every step of the fucking way.
Well, are you three have been together?
No,
All
it's
there
not
for
been
each
like
other.
that, Kelly.
And you fucking know.
No, Kelly,
We've left the fucking house this morning and she we asked her if she had any...
Shane Meadows, This Is England 90.
How could I have said that? I have been there for you,
Kelly,
through everything. I have been there for you from every step of the way. And I just been there fucking... How you two have been fucking there for each other. Every fucking step of the way. I have told you. I've had nobody.
We don't live alone upon this earth. We are responsible for each other.
Aisling Walsh, An Inspector Calls.
And if mankind will not learn that lesson, then the time will come soon when he will be taught it in fire and blood and anguish.
Hi.
Hey.
I was just sneaking out.
Ben Taylor, Catastrophe.
So, when do you go back?
Thursday.
Well, that's...
Do you want to have dinner?
Do you want to have dinner?
Yeah, that's why I asked.
Okay. Do you have a wife or anything?
No.
No? Okay, well, I'll write down my number.
You know what? That's my work visa, so if you... Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Great.
And the BAFTA goes to Shane Meadows. So this is England 90.
Oh, thank you. Oh, that's amazing. My lads are 7 and 4, and this is the first time they've ever really twigged and wanted to follow an award service. So that's really special for me to win tonight. Thank you. I want to, first of all, to thank Channel 4 and Film 4. I got my first commission in 1995 making a documentary about a bare-knuckle fighter. I've made TV series, feature films, a documentary film. They've supported me through thick and thin and have let me pretty much do whatever I wanted. So first and foremost, I wanted to say thank you to them. The next thing for me is my team. I think when I first started, I was an egotistical maniac, really. I think I thought
I was really special, and I couldn't do any wrong, and I made a really bad film at one stage, and I realised that without the support of the incredible teams that were behind me, costume, makeup, set design, editing, all the people that kind of work with me, I've realised over the course of making This Is England that having a team, an incredible team, is what changes making a film or making a TV series from being work into being a summer holiday. And This Is England has been like having a summer holiday that you never think you're going to get again. So I want to thank those, the incredible team that have supported me. And finally, the amount of people that are not at home for their children. And I'm like, every single person that's been up here has had this awful guilt. So I want to do a massive thank you to Matt Gray, who's my editor, because he moved up from London around the corner. I rented him a Victorian terrace, and he had to come and live with me for 7 months so that I could be near my children. And so he kind of gave up his life rather than me giving up mine. So I was there for my children, but it was thanks to Matt that happened. So thank you so much.
So we have reached the final award of the night, the BAFTA Special Award for Outstanding Contribution to the Television Industry. To tell you about tonight's recipient, please welcome two acting greats, Jim Broadbent and Stanley Tucci.
And normally when asked to perform a duty such as this, my reaction is, what's in it for me? But any suggestion that presenting this award to probably the finest casting director the world has ever known infers even an iota of self-interest could not be further from the mark.
The sad truth is that Nina Gold is not only brilliant at what she does, but also she could never be swayed by flatterers, sycophants, creeps, crawlers, or bribes.
No matter how hard we try.
When I first met Nina a couple of years ago, it was about 10 in the morning, and I was actually on time, which is a rarity. She, however, was a bit delayed, which enamored her to me instantly, as most Brits I know are very punctual.
We clearly move in different circles.
Nina and I were meeting about a project of mine that she was kind enough to take time out of her busy schedule to cast, a little motion picture called Star Wars. Oh, no, sorry, this is not my film. That was one of the other 37 other films that she was working on.
Yes, I think I'm in that one.
Star Wars? Yeah, no, I don't think
I'll be in it somewhere if you look hard enough.
Oh, yeah?
I'm in everything.
Anyway, my film is quite different, and it's a slightly smaller budget.
Can I talk about myself now?
No. Given the fact that working with me would actually cost her money, and she was working on Star Wars, etc., she afforded me the time and attention necessary to cast it brilliantly. In short, Nina Gold is every director's dream. She is smart, she's kind, she's discerning, and she understands acting better than any of us.
She makes an immensely complex and difficult job, having to accommodate the whims and prejudices of myriad prima donnas. Seems simple and even fun. She's always good-humoured, scrupulously honest, and her keen intelligence, vast knowledge, and impeccable taste mean that not only will her casts be pitch perfect for their roles, but they will also be delightful company, serious and frivolous in perfect balance.
How lucky are actors here in the UK? Are you done?
Yeah. It's a sort of upward inflection that was misleading, wasn't it?
Right, yeah.
Sorry.
That's all right. How lucky are actors here in the UK to have her as their champion, and how fortunate are the producers and directors to have her by their side, to guide them in directions they never thought they would go. Nina, it is an honor to honor you. But before you come to the stage, let's have a look at some of your work.
Special award, Nina Gold.
Nina always seems to have this sort of kaleidoscopic notion or information about where actors are in the world, what they're doing, who's exactly at the right moment in their career to take on board whatever challenge you're giving them. She also has this incredibly perceptive understanding of a text and what the text might need. Who will add to this text? Who will bring it to life in exactly the right way?
We need to talk to Mrs. Vera Drake.
We're losing him!
He won't be a boy forever. And winter is coming.
The casting director is the gateway into the director and the producer's head, I suppose. So the job of the agent is to suggest clients to the casting director. It's a sort of two-way process. She'll come to me for specific clients. I'll go to her to suggest specific clients.
Wolfhall was the first job that I ever got that Nina brought me in for, and I'm very grateful to her. She's always been really supportive of me and hasn't really given up on me.
Your barrister friend will recant, and he'll be released.
She has this ability to marry the right actor with the right director, and that's a very particular skill. She also has this wonderful ability not just to cast an actor for a role, but actually cast a whole ensemble, so that the group of actors somehow feel exactly and entirely appropriate for the task at hand.
What's brilliant about her and puts her head and shoulders above any other casting director in London or anywhere else is that she's really sharp and has a great perception and sense of humour and sophistication, and has those antennae out and knows who's who and what's what.
Three little maids from school are we, proud as a schoolgirl well can be, filled to the brim with girlish glee. Three little maids from school.
Also, she's completely, and this is quite unique amongst casting directors, she's completely devoid of bullshit.
Pauline, please take your boot off the pedal.
Nobody's called me Pauline since I was 2 years old.
So we brought Nina in from the very beginning, before we shot the pilot. She's been our only casting director this entire time, and it's impossible to imagine the show without her.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
Our show is a very large cast. Our show from the very beginning put lots of adult dramatic weight on the shoulders of very young children.
You're Arya Stark.
I asked if you wanted something.
I swore to your mother I would bring you home to her.
My mother's dead.
I know.
Nina is very fearless in the way that she casts. She takes risks. She likes to cast people that you've not seen much of before, and she likes to find new people, which is, you know, how my whole career started.
The casting of Game of Thrones is spot on, and I think she's got a huge part in the way it's cast, and it's wonderful to be a part of that ensemble that Nina's kind of found, really.
Dan and I had no experience going to this. We never produced anything before and never cast anything before. And so to have someone with the experience and the savvy and this brilliance of Nina by our side gave us confidence.
My first memory of Nina was when I was about 11, which was for The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. As I've got older, we've developed a relationship. She put me up for a film called Sunshine on Leith, and obviously it's a musical, and I'd never done any singing before. That was the first time of singing in an audition, which was quite daunting.
When the inspiration is above our station, thoughts are melancholy and we let them pass.
My stand-up moment of Nina is just having to pretend to be the Queen whilst 5 months pregnant in a giant white gown with a wig on and a crown on and lipstick, and sort of just looking at her and thinking, is this the most ridiculous thing that you've ever done?
It's not as easy as it looks.
That's exactly what the king said.
Playing Her Majesty the Queen is an iconic role, it's a complicated role, and it's over many, many episodes. So she did have to come in for many, many auditions and work with many different actors. But I think on each audition, she just grew and grew with more power and more depth. We were very lucky to have Nina pushing us and encouraging Claire.
First thing I do, if no one is looking, is this.
Nina really deserves this award because she's worked so hard in this business for such a long time and she really cares about it. It's a proper craft, what she does. People genuinely love working with her.
She delves, she finds people. I think she gets excited about it. I think she doesn't go for the obvious choice, ever. I think she meets people, you know, like me, who are fresh out of drama school, haven't got any idea what they're doing, because she's interested in finding different personalities for different characters.
We have a real unique rapport, you know, a language, a lingua franca, a sensitivity and a taste. I'm auditioning at the moment and I'm seeing a lot of actors and literally I could say nobody walks in the door that is inappropriate because Nina Gold casting is on the case.
Nina, I'm so pleased this is not a Lifetime Achievement Award because that would mean you're coming to the end of your career, but I sincerely hope that I spend the rest of my career working with you. Many congratulations on this special award.
Nina Gold, congratulations on your award. No one could deserve it more.
Congratulations, Nina, on being so special. I hope you have a lovely evening.
So Nina, just want to say congratulations for winning this award, very well deserved.
Congratulations, Nina. I can't think of anyone more deserving of this award. Thank you for everything that you have done for me.
Congratulations to you, Nina. Thank you for taking a chance on us and providing us an opportunity to take a chance ourselves.
Well done, Nina. You have only yourself to blame.
Please welcome to the stage Nina Gold.
Thank you very, very much. This is great. And I'm always incredibly rude about people who get up here and start crying and talking about their primary school teacher, but I can see how easily it might start to happen any minute now, mainly because of Jim and Stanley. So if I accidentally get hysterical and start telling you all the plot of what's about to happen in Game of Thrones, then just get me off the stage really quickly. And yeah, Jim and Stanley, I'd like you both to play the lead part in everything I cast from this moment onwards, please. Just do it both together or something. On the way here, my son Joe, who's with me, asked me if I was going to talk about diversity or the lack of women in our industry or climate change. And I think you'll all be relieved to hear that I'm not. I'm just going to say a few thank yous. I've had a really great time over the last, I'm afraid, 30 years of doing this brilliant job. I started basically standing outside the WAG Club, asking random handsome guys if they could happen to play the bass guitar and did they want to be in a music video tomorrow. But things have progressed, and now I get to work with the most amazing, talented, creative people in the world, brilliant directors and writers and producers and more. And I'm not going to name all their names because it would take too long, even though obviously making a list of names is my thing. But I'd like to thank them all for asking me to play my part in telling the stories that we all in this room get to tell together. I'd like to thank my team, Lauren, Kate, Martin, and especially Robert Stern, my brilliant casting partner, who is an amazing casting director and person. And I think it's traditional at this moment to thank one's partner, life partner, for their unwavering support, but unfortunately my one is normally in prison. And mainly, huge thanks to BAFTA for this. I'm really, truly gobsmacked and incredibly honoured. And as you know, probably, but you probably don't go on and whinge and moan about it as much as we do, casting directors don't get BAFTAs. So this is especially great to be recognised by you all. And I'm accepting this on behalf of all the other really brilliant, talented, hard-working, tireless, creative, collaborative casting directors out there who are always working their asses off to try and get it right. Thank you.
Well, that is it. Dinner is on its way. Congratulations to all our winners and congratulations to all nominees. Have a great evening. Thank you. Good night.